Terraform Operating Model Summary. Terraform operates by comparing configuration against the current infrastructure state. The configuration defines the target infrastructure in setup deployment steps. Terraform asks the provider to discover deployed resources. The provider returns the current infrastructure attributes. Terraform calculates the difference between the desired configuration and deployed infrastructure. That difference becomes an execution plan before any resources are modified. Terraform state records the relationship between configuration and deployed resources. Each managed resource receives a unique address inside the state file. Terraform tracks resource addresses instead of display names. State prevents Terraform from recreating resources that already exist. Future plans depend on state to calculate infrastructure changes accurately. Terraform refreshes resource information before generating a plan. Provider responses update Terraform's view of deployed infrastructure. Terraform compares refresh state against the written configuration. The execution plan exposes creates, updates, replacements, and deletions. Reviewing the plan prevents blind automation from changing production reality. Submarine crews never trusted yesterday's equipment status before a dive. Every critical system receives another verification because stale status created hidden operational risks. Terraform planning follows the same discipline by verifying infrastructure before execution. Terraform builds a dependency graph before creating resources. Independent resources execute in parallel. Dependent resources wait until prerequisite resources complete successfully. Graph execution removes manual resource ordering. Infrastructure converges toward the desired configuration through dependency resolution. Manual infrastructure changes create drift between state and deployed resources. Terraform detects drift during the refresh phase of planning. Unexpected differences appear before Terraform modifies infrastructure. Engineers can investigate drift before applying corrective changes. Repeated planning keeps deployed infrastructure aligned with configuration. Terraform does not communicate directly with AWS services. The AWS provider translates Terraform resources into AWS API requests. AWS validates every request before modifying infrastructure. Dynamic account input prevents hard-coded account identifiers in code. Terraform records successful changes back into state. Configuration defines the desired infrastructure. Providers discover deployed infrastructure. State connects configuration to manage resources. Planning calculates the required infrastructure changes. Applying executes the dependency graph. Repeated planning continuously verifies deployed infrastructure against configuration.